with chapter number 19 from your economics book of grade 12, and the name of the chapter is National Income Aggregates. And we have to understand national income. National income is often considered as the best measure for how well the economy is performing of a country. So it is also defined as the value of all final goods and services produced by the normal residents of a country in a year. However, there are a number of aggregates related to national income. These are interrelated aggregates. They explain national income from different perspectives. Some of the important relations of the national income, first of all, we have to take the domestic product and the national product. So, the domestic product or domestic income is defined as the value of all final goods and services produced by all the enterprises located within the domestic territory of a particular or of a country during a year. So these goods and services are produced domestically, both by the nations or citizens or of the country, as well as foreign nations working in this country. Thus, we can say that the domestic income is the sum total of factor incomes generated by all the production units located within the domestic territories of a country during a year. National product, on the other hand, refers to the amount of final goods and services produced by the normal resident of a country during a year, whether operating within the domestic territory of a country or outside. So thus national income is the sum total of factor incomes earned by normal residents of a country during a particular year. The concept of domestic product is geographical in character. The concept of national product relates the nations or citizens of the country. Next, we are having national income aggregate. It is obvious from the above that we may distinguish between domestic and national product. Similarly, we may distinguish between gross and net product. In view of this, economists identify 4 aggregates related to the production in an economy, namely gross domestic product (GDP), gross national product (GNP), net domestic product, that is NDP, and net national product, that is NNP. So again, each of these aggregates can be calculated either at market prices or at the factor prices. You can see in below, it's written in this box, that is GDP MP, GDP, GNP MP, GDP MP, NDP MP, NNP MP, GDP market. Now this is the factor cost, GNP factor cost, NDP factor cost, NNP factor cost. What are all this? Thing is gross domestic product at market price, that is GDP MP. So good product at market price is the market value of the final goods and services at the prevailing market prices. So production or produced in the domestic territory of a country during a given year, that is GDP. Next we are having GNP. So GNP, gross national product at market price, is the most important commonly used to measure the national income. GNP GNPMP, that is GNP means gross national product at market price, is defined as the market value of all final goods and services produced by normal residents of a country during a year, inclusive of depreciation. This is included here. Okay, so we can say that GNPMP is equal to GDP-MP plus net factor income from abroad. Now what is the third factor we are getting here? Net domestic product, GDP-MP. Net domestic product at market prices is the market value of all goods and services at the prevailing market produced in the domestic territory of a country during a given year after making allowances of depreciation. So in order to find out in order to find out NDP at the market price, we have to subtract gross domestic product of market price minus depreciation, then only we'll get GDP-MP. Next we are having net national product at market price, NNP-MP. So NNP-MP at market price is similar to NDP-MP. It solves the market value of all final goods and services produced by normal residents of a country during a particular year after making allowances of depreciation. It differs from GNP. How it is different? That is NNP-MP is equal to GNP-MP minus depreciation. See both the formulas. NDP-MP is equal to GDP-MP minus depreciation. And just below that we are saying NNP-MP is equal to GNP-MP minus depreciation. So above, that is net national product at market price is equal to gross domestic product at market price. So gross domestic product is getting subtracted by the depreciation to get net domestic product. And here we are subtracting gross net product, right? That is gross national product minus depreciation to get net national product. Okay, next we are having GDP. GDP is the sum total of the earning received by various factors of production in the form of wages, interest, rent, profiles, etc. within the domestic territory of a country in a year, inclusive of depreciation. That is GDP. So GDP is equal to GDP at the factor price is equal to GDP at market price minus net direct tax. Next we are having gross national product at factor price. So gross national product at factor price is equal to gross national product of market price minus net indirect taxes. Next we are having net domestic product at factor prices, GDP FC. Net domestic product at factor cost is the estimate of the domestic product in terms of earning of factors of production within the domestic territory of a country in a year after making allowances for depreciations. That is NDPFC is equal to GDPFC minus depreciation. Next we are having net national product at factor cost, NNP. So we can say that the national income can be defined as factor income occurring, or you can say, to the normal residents of a country during a year after making allowances for depreciations. So national income, or we can say net national income, is equal to net domestic factor income plus net factor income earned from abroad. So in short, again we can say national income is equal to gross national product at factor cost minus depreciation. Okay, hopefully you understood. Thank you.